Rotten Tomatoes page. So yeah, Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Like we said, it's a silly word to use for the sequel word, Requiem. Right off the bat, it's just kind of funny. It's at least, I guess they were trying to do one that people don't use much, so I guess I'll give them credit for that, sort of, but not really. 12% critics score, which is oof, very rough. 30% audience score out of 100,000 ratings. That's a little, yeah, both of those scores are a little lower than the other one, which is, I would agree with, because this is a worse film. Definitely. 100,000 plus ratings for the audience score and 77 reviews for the 12% critic score. But let's look at the critics' consensus, because I pretty much agree with this exactly. The increased gore and violence over the first Alien vs. Predator can't excuse Requiem's disorienting editing, excessively murky lighting, and lack of new ideas. Maybe the new ideas thing I'll give it a little bit, but not much. Mainly, they're dead on with the murky lighting and the excessively disorienting editing or whatever. Let's read some reviews. Aliens vs. Predator Requiem is literally shrouded in darkness, and the only explicable reason for this pitch-black visual schema is that the filmmakers understood it was better if no one could see the shit they were shooting. That's pretty funny. At best, the movie's an unpretentious pile of B-movie cliches, but why Requiem? Time to give it a rest now. A mindless distraction. That's another bad... These have all been bad reviews, if you can't tell. Let's find a good one, though.
Yeah, where's the positive one?
The world's most illogical and boring action horror grudge match between two dull, trademarked franchise monsters is back on. Let's find a good one. Here's a good one. What I found was a cruel and brutal yet entertaining romp through the hallowed ground of the Alien and Predator franchises. Or to put it in another way, this film is about as good as a sequel to a spin-off could possibly be. No. No, it is not. I don't agree with that at all. This guy, not only did he like it, he really fucking liked it. Let's go with the IMDb now. 5.0 out of 10. So straight up 5. That's a mercy pass. That's like... If I was giving this a 5 out of 10, which I'm not, I'm giving it lower than 5, I'm telling you right now, because this movie sucks. 5 out of 10, IMDb. Honestly, I thought it would maybe have even lower, but good for them for keeping that 5 out of 10, I guess. Just barely passing. Let's see if did it make its money back?
Probably not.
Oh, I don't even know if this had, sometimes they don't have it, the box office information.
Go on Wikipedia.
On IMDb. We could check out Wikipedia, maybe. Sometimes not even Wikipedia has it. Sometimes it just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But, well, let's look at Wikipedia. AVP Requiem. Ah! Everything's dropping. It's okay. I just dropped some glass on the floor, so I think I'll forgive it. AVP Requiem. Wikipedia. It's like, what am I fucking typing in, bro? But no, we found it. Oh yeah, it still made a fucking ton of money. Oh yeah, we just have to go into... Proceed to Wikipedia. I don't care.
Public connection.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking bullshit. I don't understand it. Yeah. It said $40 million budget and it made like 100 and some million. So that's... It might have even made... Because this is a lower budget than the first one, so it might have even made more money than the other one, which is crazy. Because this movie
They
sucks.
knew what they were doing.
They did. And they were obviously promoting, like, this is the bloody one. Oh, God King was already on just telling us the budget. $40 million USD, 132.2 million. Made $90.2 million. Yeah, this movie sucks. It doesn't deserve it. When movies that are good, like Titan AE that we talked about last week, they bomb so hard. It's bombing so hard to destroy the animation studio. And then shit like this makes a bunch of fucking money. It's crazy to me. But it is what it is. It's the franchise. Titan AE wasn't a franchise.
But I think it was out also during the writers' strike of America, so there wasn't much on TV.
Titan AE or this?
This.
Maybe 2007?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't have my history books in order. I don't remember exactly.
Sorry.
No, I'm not trying to.
No.
I'm trying to make you feel bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. I feel bad now though. Anyway, let's get into my notes. I have a bunch. Because we looked at the Wikipedia, we looked at the IMDb, we looked at the Mother Love and Rotten Tomatoes. So, AVP notes, we already looked at those. AVP Requiem notes, let's go. Hard to read title card is my first note. It is hard to read. It's like going fast. It's like doesn't even stop at the full words. It's like the letters are cut off a little bit. It's like, just fucking put the words on the screen. It's not that hard. Wouldn't predators deal with aliens because the end of the first movie, they showed that they take the predator with the alien in his body into their ship for religious purposes or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. He's one of their own. They're taking him in. But they can see inside people's bodies. It's been established. And he has an alien in their body. Wouldn't they deal with that fucking alien so it doesn't go amok on the ship? Because that's the plot of this movie. You know what I'm saying, Dylan?
Yes. I do.
I think it's dumb. I think that they...
Yeah, I think it's dumb too, but I like it for different reasons.
Okay, you just like the blood, right? That's the main thing?
There's more to it.
Okay. I already had the... No. So wouldn't predators deal with the aliens inside the other predator because they can see inside bodies? I think that they would have, but they didn't, so it doesn't make sense. But then we wouldn't have the plot of this movie without that. So the movie must go on. Rickety Cricket is just one of my notes. Rickety Cricket, David Hornsby from Mother Love and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in this movie. And that reminds me, we should have looked a little deeper at the cast of this.
There's not much going on there, man. Well, actually, I will say, okay, so go on the cast. There, the guy who played the brother, oddly enough, murdered somebody and killed himself.
But they don't even have they only have one cast member listed on the IMDb.
Are you on a video game?
Oh, maybe. Oh, it is the video game for some reason. Yeah. That's why. Oh, and that's why it has such a high rating, probably. Let's look up the actual... That's why it didn't have a box office. Duh. Oh my god, guys. Yeah, we'll find the actual movie. This is the actual movie. Whoopsies, sorry guys. See, 4.6 out of 10. That makes more sense. Below 5. Its movie sucks. And we have one of the posters here. And okay, now we look at the fucking cast. Kelly, Rico Aylesworth, Molly, Ariel Gade. I don't know any of these people. John Ortiz. Robert Joy.
You know him.
Do I?
He played...
What's he in?
He played one of the mutants in the remake of Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, okay. I watched the first remake.
He also played the guy with
He's known for Land of the Dead.
Yeah, Land of the Dead, the guy with the big burns.
And superhero movie that we watched a little while ago.
Yeah.
Land of the Dead is good. Is this the Land of the Dead, the Romero one? Or
yeah.
The Hills Have Eyes. Oh, of course. Lizard, yes. Right.
He also plays a regular character on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh my god. Nice. But on The Hills Have Eyes, I really like that remake, actually. I liked it more than the original. Anyway.
I would say I do, too.
Because they upped the blood, and you can see what's going on.
It's a little bit more...
It's a little more interesting. The actors are better. Except for the one case of... one of the actors might be a little better than the original. But for the most part, the performances are better. Anyways, we're getting off topic with The Hills Have Eyes. Let's go back to the main IMDb page. AVP Requiem, let's not forget what we're talking about here. David Hornsby's our guy, though. That's who we know from this. Mm-hmm. And he's not in it for very long. I thought he was honestly only going to be in that one scene because he's only in like 2 or debatably 3 scenes. Because he's in the beginning, he sends the pizza boy out, and then you see him later when shit's going down and one of the army trucks picks him up because they're going to try to escape. And yeah, I didn't even realize when he died because this movie is so dark. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, just like David Hornsby's gone. It's like, oh, I guess he died a little while ago, and all that shit was happening in the dark. He must have. But yeah, we looked at the IMDb page. So now let's continue on with my notes. Killing a kid right at the beginning is gutsy. I actually liked that.
Yeah.
I was like...
That's one thing I'm going to say to his detriment as well. Is like, fucking just killing a 10-year-old at the beginning of the movie.
I'm giving it... that's one of the things I liked about it. Because it takes balls. And whenever a movie kills a dog, kills a kid right away, something like that, I'm like, you know what? Good for you, movie. You're fucking trying to be shocking, and you're going against the norm of what people say you should do. So I like that. Let's just see. To be fair, they probably didn't think they needed to thermal vision one of their own that succeeded. He's talking about with why the aliens in the body, why they didn't deal with the alien in the body of the predator. Okay, maybe that makes sense.
It makes sense.
That's fair, I guess.
Honor code and everything.
They don't even look in them. I guess so. I guess that makes enough sense. But I'm still like, common sense. Maybe they should check the body for the alien. But fair enough. I still stand by my note a little bit, but I get what you're saying. That makes sense. Mix of CGI and practical. There is still a mix in this. It's not as good as the first one, but it is. And the aliens still look cool and stuff, but not as good as the first one. But again, the budget's $20 million lower, so fair enough. For that aspect of the movie, fair enough. Anyway, doctor telling cop he's in over his head. I thought that was kind of funny because I felt like this doctor was just sort of like putting his nose in his business, and because like a couple people have died at this point. And the doctor's like, you're way over your head, kid. And it's just like, whoa, let him do his job. He's the cop. You're the doctor. He's the cop. Let him fucking do it. I was like, calm down, doctor. Anyways. Oh, yeah. I got a lot of notes here. Alien takes a little too long to kill the server. So there's a server that works at this restaurant and bar or whatever. And there's just, like, such a long pause with the alien just, like, staring at
Well,
her.
they wanted to give the reference to the whole, like, in, like, Alien 3 when Ripley and the alien goes up to her and, like, gives, like, the little, like...
Like, just doing a show, I guess. But to me, it gives her time to, like, she should have, like, smacked it with something or tried to run away or something. Try. Maybe wouldn't have succeeded, but, try to fucking... try to get out of there with that little bit of time that they're just giving you the face show. But fair enough. I get what you're saying. You're right. They wanted to make a nod to it. I didn't like it though. Blue fluid that the predator uses. So the predator when there's kills by the aliens, he'll like drip this blue juice on it and it like dissolves them. And I think it's to, like, cover the tracks or something, as to what I understand.
Yeah, make sure that they're not left around. So, like, the reason why they blow themselves up if they get killed during a hunt is because they don't want people to recover their technology.
Oh, okay. I guess... Okay, that makes sense. But then, the one thing about that, then, is that one of the humans that gets killed by the aliens... he doesn't pour the blue juice on him. It's the construction guy. He just like goes up to him and is like, and then goes away. So that's why I was like, wouldn't he just pour the blue? Maybe they show it. He doesn't do it, and he does it off screen.
I don't think he does it. I watched it last night.
That's what I mean. Maybe he doesn't do it. Maybe they do it off screen because I don't think he pours the blue goo on the construction guy. And so that's just like, if you're gonna have the blue goo thing, have it consistent. That's all I'm saying. For that note. Yeah, is there like an alien that's sort of like a predator hybrid alien thing? Is that...
Did you not notice that the whole movie?
No, I had a hunch that it was that, but I was like, they didn't explain it enough for me. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah!
And
the pred alien is like the main antagonist.
No, I get that. That's sort of what I thought it was, but I was like, I just want more... I wanted more explanation, I guess. That's all. Like, I kind of figured it out, but I just wanted more explanation. And the way that the alien plants the eggs in the pregnant woman, there's no face planter. I guess that's the point, is that they're a hybrid so that they do it differently. But I still thought that was weird. because I want the classic shit. I want the classic the face planner to do the business, but you can't get everything you want. I did enjoy the "Get to the Choppa" line because it was a reference to the Predator. Get to the Choppa. I was like, hey,
there wasn't
see what
many.
you did.
I will say that about Alien versus Predator, the first one. They made a lot of references to the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
Pretty much nothing to the Predator franchise, other than the Predators themselves being there. Other than the one character going, "You ugly son of a bitch."
You ugly motherfucker.
No, he didn't say motherfucker. He said son of a bitch. Because it's PG-13. Right?
Oh, did they say motherfucker in this one?
No.
I thought they said it in one of them. You are one ugly motherfucker. I thought they did, but maybe I could be wrong. I don't remember well enough.
But in the first one, the Irish guy calls him, "You ugly son of a bitch."
In the first one, and it's a reference. Because they say motherfucker in the original Predator movie, right? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I feel like it was said, motherfucker was said, but maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Bad editing and lack of lighting, we've already talked about. That's the main problem with this movie. And the directors of this, and I think it's kind of funny, the brothers Strauss is how they put it.
Yeah.
Not the Strauss brothers, the brothers Strauss. And honestly, I don't know, do you know what other movies these brothers have done?
No.
Let's look it up out of curiosity. Because I bet it's like other bad horror movies like this.
If anything, I bet it's the only thing that they've ever done.
Maybe. The Brothers Strauss, film producer. Greg and Colin Strauss. Professionally known as the Brothers Strauss. Visual effects. They started with visual effects. They did some shit on the Nutty Professor and X-Files. So there's special effects people do in a movie.
So they did Volcano, and they did the iceberg sequence in Titanic. Wow, that's pretty fucking
And did music videos for Tool, Britney Spears, U2, Godsmack, Aerosmith.
Well, Power Man 5000. Well, hell yeah.
And ads for Nike, Jeep, and Pepsi. I'm trying to find other movies, though.
They also did 50 Cent's Get Up.
It's mainly...
music videos.
And not special effects, too. It's mainly special effects.
Oh, they directed Skyline.
Oh, what the fuck's that? I've heard that name.
It's
Is it
pretty
bad?
bad.
Okay, I believe that. Okay, so they're not known for directors. They're mainly... Although they've directed a couple things, they're mainly...
They're known as directors, just shit directors.
Sure, yeah, the things that they've done haven't done well, but they're mainly been used for practical effects. Because they did some of the effects for Avatar, apparently, so that's crazy. The kids like that movie. But yeah, we got a few more notes here. That resume is all over the place. It truly is. It truly is God King. So yeah, bad editing, bad lighting. I thought that Ricky died. Ricky is the teenager pizza boy, and he gets stabbed by an alien tail, but then he's just like fine.
Yeah, it makes no sense. He gets stabbed literally right through the chest.
Yeah, and I really thought that he was done, but then he's just fine.
He's okay.
He's like, what? No, that's not how it works. And sometimes in this movie, the acid blood doesn't do anything, and it's weird to me. There's a point where there's an alien right above someone, and they shoot it, and then stuff comes down, but it doesn't do anything.
What are you talking about? It did.
Oh, it does stuff in most of the scenes, but there's a couple points I noticed where it doesn't look like it sizzles and stuff.
I would say that this
did
a better job of the acid blood than actually most alien films.
Really? I thought that it was...
Because it actually made it into a total threat. Because every single time that they're even when the dad shoots the face hugger in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, they have... they do for the most part.
Arm.
I'm just noticing a couple of times.
When the bully or whatever, the Predator shoots the alien over top of the bully.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
And the acid blood drips all over his face.
Oh yeah, no, that
I don't know, I think
no, for that one they did it.
I think they made a good job of making the acid blood seem like something that's There
was just 2 times where I thought that it wasn't shown well. But,
okay.
But you're right, there was a lot of... They obviously acknowledged that the acid blood is acid blood.
It's a thing.
Yeah. But I'm just saying there's a couple times. And that's my last note on the film. So yeah, this movie is a fucking trash fire. I rarely give things below 5, but I'm doing it today just because I couldn't understand what was going on. I had to keep rewinding it and being like, okay, is a predator here now, or is it just an alien? Did this alien kill this homeless woman, or did the predator stab the alien? I couldn't tell. I clearly couldn't tell what was going on a lot of the time. So I'm giving it 3 out of 10.
Yikes.
This marker ain't working. This marker is working. Yeah, and for me that's real bad. I think I gave it that's slightly above what I gave Biodome. But yeah, 3 out of 10. Doug.
Biodome is
for
not
AVP.
bad.
No, I hate Biodome. It's not funny at all. This is my impression of Biodome. Every joke is like, "Oh, come back, come now. That's that fucking movie.
I'll watch.
That's that whole movie.
I'll watch that movie. Yeah, it's a good movie.
It was
Right
just
there.
I couldn't do it. I did do it, but it was awful. There was a couple things that it was pretty bad. You want to rate it? Here. But yeah, AVP Requiem, it just was lacking in so much, and it sucks because if it literally changed that one thing, if you could just see what was going on, this movie, I would have given it above 5. I would have liked it more for the amount of gore, because they did at least do that. They listened to the people when they said they wanted gore, and they gave them gore, but just too dark. That's the main problem with this movie. Simple as that. What the fuck is that? 7.5 out of 10 dills, I think. It's
Yeah.
hard to read, but
Yeah, it is 7.5.
What, really? You give it that high? I guess you like this one. Fair enough.
I think it's funny.
But the darkness. How do you excuse the darkness?
Okay, so I don't excuse the darkness. I think that adds to the funniness. So first and foremost, I think it's hilarious.
Okay, fair enough. There's some
it's-
funny bits. I laughed.
It's
out
a
loud.
really unnecessary. Like that one review said, it was really brutal, and it's a really unnecessarily cruel movie. Also the kid dying and the dad dying, but even like the love interest, throughout the whole movie,
the blonde one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she's the love interest throughout the whole movie, getting set up to be like his girlfriend and everything, and they're literally just like walking past a hallway. And a predator just cuts her in half mistakenly.
He accidentally throws a giant throwing star.
And he's just like, and then like goes back to like
and then
fight in the alley.
Yeah.
But I just think that's hysterical. Like, why even set up this love interest and stuff like that? I don't know.
No, fair
I
enough,
don't
Dylan.
think
Fair
anything.
enough.
I don't think anything that they did was intentional. But I think it's kind of hilarious. Also, the setting itself is really funny. Like, just to set it up
It's
in a small town.
Small town.
Like a 50s monster movie is
It
kind of
works.
cool. I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting that they decided to do that. But I don't think anything...
It worked.
I don't think anything...
That part worked. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't think anything interesting is intentional by any means. But I do think that I enjoy it for the fact that it's such a garbage fire and so fucking funny.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So you're putting it in the so bad it's good. That's
Yeah,
fair.
basically,
I'm
yeah.
putting it in the so bad it's bad just for the one point of it being too dark. If it wasn't too dark, I would have liked it as much as Dylan probably. But yeah, AVP Requiem, 7.5 out of 10 dills. So Dylan loved this shit, and I'm gonna 3 out of 10. AVP Requiem. Boom. Done.